good.
I told you, let Dad do it. He knows how to do it.
No.
Say.
Because he's sitting on the left and I'm sitting on the right where the mouse is.
Oh, okay. I see.
Okay. Turn on camera. Can you see
That's
us?
the one. I can't see you yet, but hold on.
Turn on camera.
There we go. It's loading.
Let the heavens.
Okay. So the heavens are still oohing right now because that's what was going on. Say. The parents Q&A section is right here. So for anybody who has questions, go into the Discord, go into parents Q&A. Okay, and you guys can type in your questions there, and we'll just go through and ask them. But feel free to say hello. I think they have Twitch chat open too, if I'm not mistaken. But
yeah, we've got Twitch. Oh,
say.
You want the power? You go. Or grab the thing over there.
Okay, so the first one is somebody in the chat would like you to pick a Smite God for them to draw. That's Tiny Bon. If you're able to do that.
For us to pick one?
Yep, they want you to pick one.
Oh.
I have no idea. I don't even know what. Like,
I would probably say Kukulkan.
Kukulkan was the first character that my dad played when he played Smite. So,
Yes.
Kukulkan is the choice, Tiny Bon. Thank you so much. Your mom sounds so sweet. Well, she is sweet. She's very sweet.
oh, thanks.
Yeah, my parents are great. They're both very kind. Honestly, they're both very sweet people. I'll say. I think I can make that happen. Awesome. I'm excited to show it to him. So, what did you think when Vince decided he was going to be a Twitch streamer as a career? Sleepy Dragon asked.
I thought it was a pretty cool thing. I wasn't sure what that would mean. You know, like fully understand what it would mean, how much time it would be, or how it would affect his life and our life. So
honestly, I was like, you go. And on the inside, I'm thinking, you know what? If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. He'll find something else to feed himself.
Yep. Pretty much exactly that. Let's say. How did the hype train make you feel as parents?
Super
very awesome.
You guys take care of my kids so well.
Yeah.
I love it. You guys are awesome.
He's blessed to have so many
Yes.
great people.
Yeah, definitely. So keep using your powers for good, not evil.
Yep. I say, can you guys turn the camera just a little bit? Because right now my webcam frame is blocking Dad's face. There we go.
Oh.
Perfect. Okay, perfect. Your parents remind me of mine. They're so sweet. That's very nice of you.
Aw.
We love his beard. That's the secret. They said they love my beard. That's the secret.
I'm not a fan of the beard. Sorry, guys.
I like the beard, but
Sorry, guys, not a fan.
she'll only let me have the little goat.
I like
but
his little. I like my little naked face, Vincent.
Your parents are wonderful, man. I love them. I love them too. They're really great. They're really great.
You guys.
Say.
Yes, Baker's boy. I totally am a beard hater. Not a fan.
Only my mom. Can you tell them
Yeah.
hello from the Netherlands from Susie Cupid?
Hi, Susie Cupid.
Hello.
Okay. You are a perfect blend of both of them. Thank you so much. That's very nice of you.
He totally is. He totally. And it's crazy because Lynette, like Vincent's a blend of these parts and Lynette's a blend of these parts. Sorry, Trulia is a blend of these parts.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, they definitely, yeah, there is no doubt that they are our children.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Children. I say that like you're little. They're not.
Yeah. Let's see here. Ask them if they have any funny stories of you from when they were younger.
Tons.
They
Did
have
we tell you guys the
tons.
Christmas story last time? It's Christmas. We should tell the Christmas story.
I don't remember the Christmas story.
Okay, so Vincent came home and you can see where Vince gets his hairline. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Sorry, buddy.
It is what it is. We wear hats.
So Vincent came home and he asked me, he's like, okay, Mom, give it to me straight. He didn't say give it to me straight. I said that. He's like, okay, Mom, I want to know, is Santa real? Well, of course I'm not going to lie to him and be like, oh, it totally is. I was like, you know what, Vincent? Santa is like Winnie the Pooh. We love Winnie the Pooh. It's a fun thing that we do. It's a great story. We love it. So it's just a fun game that we play. And was Vincent is
Stay on track.
Stay on track. Sorry,
We'll bring you the questions later.
So I was just like, you know what? It's whatever. You know what? I'm not gonna lie to my kids. I'm just gonna tell them it's just a fun story we play, and a fun game we can play. So probably a week later, we went to Universal Studios. Well, Universal Studios has live reindeer that come in with Santa.
Mm-hmm.
Literally walking through the park, there's like probably 8 or 10. I don't know how many reindeer there are, but there's like eight. I was right with 8. There were 8. There were 8 like legit horned reindeer walking through the park. And little Vincent, in his 7-year-old innocent, looked at them and goes, "There's reindeer. The reindeer are real. Santa's real."
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, okay, kid, I try to not lie to you, and now you're like sure that I'm lying to you.
Okay, there was evidence though. That's the thing.
Because there was evidence, and now Santa's real.
Obviously, yeah.
So Christmas morning comes, and we still always gave them presents from we still always gave them presents from Santa because it's a game. Who doesn't Santa? And so we had gotten the kids a computer and put a big note on it, like we can set the computer up and put a big note on it that said from Santa. And Vincent comes down and sees that, and he is hooping and hollering through the house, "Santa's real! Santa's real! Santa's real!" So then we had a few more years of Santa was real.
Yeah.
So it was very sweet.
Yep.
So that's the Christmas story.
Yeah.
Yes, Santa's totally real.
Yeah.
Totally real. For all you guys wondering, the reindeer prove that Santa is real.
Exactly. Also, Joe said hi. And
hi,
also,
Joe.
Root
Welcome
user.
to the family, Joe.
Root user, have a great day at work. Take care. Someone asked if you'd ever been to. Sleeping Pixel asked if you've ever been to New Hampshire. Either of you.
No, I have not.
No.
Okay.
No. Sorry. It's cold there. As you can tell, it's literally like 53 degrees outside, and look how bundled up I am. I'm so cold. I would not survive in New Hampshire.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Was Vince as a child difficult to deal with, and what do you feel about him now? Much love from Egypt, and that's from Behi Holden.
Egypt. Much love from Egypt, my friend. Yeah, totally difficult because he loved to argue. It didn't matter about what. Vincent, it's time to put your shoes on. Well, Mom, I have my shoes on because la 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 la.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mom, no, I totally didn't eat my sandwich and it's been sitting in the bottom of my backpack for a week because, and he'd give me this explanation.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, debating, Erica, you got it. He just wanted to debate all days, like every single time. Everything was a debate. There was never, Vincent, it's time to do this. Oh, okay, Mom. No, that never happened. There was always some kind of conversation about, nope, not that way, because that was just not a thing.
That was a $1 dono from a while ago. We're still going through all the subs and stuff that said I have no words. That was what that was. There's another one that says, "You are the highlight of my day. Keep being awesome." And that was Spirit Linksy. So that one will be coming up in a second too, just so you know. We're still going through alerts. There's so many of them, but yeah. Also, don't forget, guys, the parents Q&A section of the Discord. Just a heads up. It's right here. If you wanna have your question answered by my parents, that's what we're doing this for. Where the heck is it? Where did it go? Here it is. Right under game suggestions, parents Q&A. That's where you can type your questions. So, do you have a baby picture Tiny Bond can use to make a Vamana portrait of Vince?
I have a couple of them. So
totally.
Here's one.
This is one of my favorites. Look how sweet
Can
he
I
is.
get the glare off of that?
You got it.
There's glare. Okay.
There it is.
Look how sweet little baby Vincent is.
That's at Disneyland on the carousel.
Right? I love carousels.
Gosh darn it, Torp, why?
And then this is the other one when he was little.
You were the highlight of my day.
Oh, man.
Being awesome.
So sweet.
Yeah, that was all of us when he was little.
Yep.
Yes, Erica, we totally came prepared.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Let the heavens.
Oh
Our
man.
second rodeo, so.
Right? We did this one, so we know now. We know.
So who is the favorite child, and why is it Trulia? That's from Drum to Live.
Let the heavens.
No.
Actually, we don't have a favorite child, but that's on purpose.
Yeah.
I never wanted to pick a favorite, and we love both of them for different reasons, and we had problems with both of them for different reasons because they're people. Everybody's the same way like that. So, nope, no favorite.
Yep.
He's my favorite.
Oh yeah, she's my favorite. I'm her
That's my
favorite. That's
favorite.
good.
Sleeping Pixel said your mom hasn't aged at all. So that's nice.
Who is that? You get brownie points.
That's Sleeping
You're
Pixel.
awesome.
Oh.
Thank you, Sleep. Okay, go ahead.
Oh yes, thank you, Sleeping Pixel.
Thank you.
Yeah, Dad is absolutely the favorite child of the family. That's correct.
Oh,
Yes,
absolutely.
yeah, 100%.
Hands down. Because why? Do you remember why, Vincent?
No.
Because from the time they were little, they wanted to be the favorites. And I was like, look, guys, one day y'all are going to grow up and leave me. And if he's not my favorite, I'm up a creek. So there you go. Moisty Nami, you're the favorite. Sorry, buddy. Hey.
It's okay. Maku's my favorite too. That makes sense. That's Maku Nami, but she changed her name. So, were Mom and Dad born in SoCal? And if not, what made you move to SoCal? Also, Maku says hello.
Hello, Maku. I was born in SoCal until we moved to Bakersfield 10 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
I lived within a 10-mile radius of the house I grew up in. And then we moved 200 miles north. And honestly, it was culture shock. You can't live in one place and not be shocked by somewhere else. Y'all think you're in the same state and it's going to be the same? Nope.
Yep.
It's not.
Absolutely.
I was born in Newton, Iowa.
And he got out as quick as he could.
No, but when I was 5 years old in 1973, there was a huge winter storm. My dad went out and shoveled the snow. He came back inside and he looked at my wife and said, my mother, we're moving to California because I'm not shoveling snow anymore. Mm-hmm. And since then, we moved to California. I lived in SoCal just like she did from the time I was 5 until we moved out here 10 years ago.
Yep.
And we lived just a couple miles from each other.
Yeah, all of our lives.
All of our lives. Yep.
So who is your favorite mod and why is it Miko?
Miko. You all are my favorites. You guys take such good care of my lovely boy. Literally, y'all are the best. You really are.
Katao asked that. Miko didn't ask, just a heads up. But Miko also said thank you for the advice earlier. I say I didn't get her full message, but she said thank you for the advice earlier as well. Miko did.
I think your subs do a really good job.
Seriously.
Especially last time, the last sub, whoever was pretending to be your chair, I thought that was very funny.
Oh, that's Jason. Yeah.
Jason, where is Jason? We haven't seen him on.
He's probably at work right now, I would guess. He hasn't been on today. He's been playing a lot of Super People as well. So I don't know exactly what he's up to, but I haven't seen him yet. I say he still comes through sometimes. It's a new Battle Royale game. But
okay.
What is the most important lesson that you have both learned? Maku asked. Life lesson. Mm-hmm.
Probably not to be so fast. Too many times I've rushed into things over my life, just trying to do what I thought was right and being quick about it. And a lot of times I found out that if I'd have given it, I don't know, another few minutes, I'd have realized not a good idea and not do it. So I think there's nothing pressing as much as we make everything so pressing. We're always under the pressure of doing things. And I think sometimes we need to stop and say, you know what, is that really necessary? And or who am I going to hurt in doing it like this? So that's probably the biggest thing I would say is not rush into everything so much and really be thoughtful about what you're doing.
Yeah.
That's so funny because I was going the totally opposite way because I like things methodical. Your routine will save you. You know, make sure that you've got your ducks in a row. Make sure you've got extra socks and underwear. So if you ever get a hole, like make sure you've got extra shampoo and soap. like I am methodical, and from you, I have learned to be more spontaneous. Literally, when we first got married, I would get home from work on Friday night, and he'd be like, "Pack your bag. We're going out. We're going like not just out, but we're like going away for the weekend." And I got to where literally 20 minutes I could have my bag packed, and we would be out the door.
Yep.
And so, so I have learned actually to be more spontaneous and not think so much, because I overthink everything. You people that are overthinkers, you are my people. But I've learned to kind of just go with it and let things happen.
Yeah.
And so we definitely balance each other out that way.
Absolutely. So I don't know if this question is for them or for me, but did you ever have any friends your parents disapproved of or were strange or, and weird? And I don't mind answering this one because I'm pretty sure I'm already aware of it, but the way that you guys call my parents mom and dad, every single one of my friends was the same way. Because no matter who I brought home or no matter how other people looked at them or anything like that, like I'm pretty sure almost every single person I ever introduced to my parents, like by the time they left my house, they were calling them mom and dad. Like every person I think that came over, just because my parents love people. That's what they do. So they like.
Also,
yeah.
When you have high school students, if their friends are coming to your house, you can be a positive influence on their friends, and they won't be getting a bad influence somewhere else. So there you go. There's the life pro tip for the night.
Yeah.
When you have kids, kids out, overthinkers unite. I approve. But yeah, when you have kids, be a positive influence to their friends, because their parents are not always a positive influence to them.
Yeah.
So, keep them close, and you can definitely, but that means you have to be a positive influence. So when you have kids, be a positive influence.
Yeah. Let's see here. Did Vince ever do something bad and try to hide it? Any stories about him getting into deep trouble? Yeah, of course. I say.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
My least favorite thing that he used to do all the time was he'd do his homework because, well, we wanted him to.
Yeah.
But then he would go to school and not turn it in because he was talking with his friends when the teacher asked for it.
Yep.
Yep. And then we'd come home and he'd be like, "Oh yeah, I totally took care of it all, Mom." And then he'd get an F on his report card. And I think I told you this last time. He's the only person I've ever known that got an F on his report card, but got an O in citizenship and had a note that had said "pleasure to have in class." Like, you're killing me, kid.
Yep.
But that's because he just wasn't turning it in. Like, he was doing it at home. Well, not always. He wasn't always doing it at home. What can I help you with, my love? What are you doing?
Someone asked what's on the chalkboard.
Just let you do what you're doing.
Yep.
Oh,
Yep.
okay.
Let me do what I'm doing.
ADHD say what? Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Shiny objects.
Yep.
But yeah, it was mostly around homework or taking the car during school when he wasn't supposed to, or taking sandwiches in his backpack and not eating them, and like
taking his friends for rides in the car that he wasn't supposed to because it was against the law.
Yeah, that too.
Yep. But that was about it. Say,
yeah, he didn't really do anything bad, to be honest.
He was a good kid. He was literally the Vincent you all see online is how he has always been. He would, I would go wake him up in the morning and he would roll over and look at me and smile with his angel smile and be awake and ready to go for the day. It was so lovely. But not always on time, because, I kept having to wake him up earlier and earlier and earlier to get him on time. Yeah. But he was just always very caring, very compassionate. The Vincent you see is the Vincent we grew up with, and it's awesome.
Yeah.
He also had one disadvantage.
It's boring. Oh, trust me, no. We played a lot. There was a lot of playing.
As a kid, I was the dumb kid that did all the things you're not supposed to do.
Yeah.
So when it came to having my kids, I kind of knew when they were doing things, and then sometimes I would let them do them anyway because it didn't really matter, and I wasn't really worried about it. But I know that I curtailed many of the things they would have tried had I not been the way I was.
Yeah.
Yes. Yep.
'Cause
Dad
see,
had their number.
Here's
No.
the thing, okay? When you're trying to get away with stuff, you know, like around someone who's gotten away with everything already, it's hard. It's hard. That's all I'm saying. It wasn't for a lack of effort on mine or my sister's part, okay? Just to be clear, all right? But like when somebody already knows all the tricks, they don't fall for any of the tricks. That's the thing. So, you know, that was it kind of is what it is, but
That's very true.
so what was written on the black chalkboard? You're
That's
just
what I
New
was
Game
reading.
Plus for your dad? That's funny. Man. It says, and I thought I loved you then, and then what does the other one say? Grow old with me. So.
Yep.
Yep.
Very, very sweet
I
signs.
thought I loved you back then.
Yeah.
I totally love you more now.
Were you guys worried when I decided to quit my job and become a full-time streamer?
I don't know about worried. We went and asked him, like when he told us, obviously we walked him down a road of, okay, so what happens if you don't make it? And he and Erica were just like, well, he goes and gets a regular job again.
Mhm.
We're like, okay, you have a plan.
Yep.
We're good.
No, nothing wrong with trying something and doing something. If it's where your heart's at and you want to do it, go for it. But realize that if it doesn't work, you do have to do something else.
Yeah.
Yep.
We've always said, work to fund your passion.
Yeah.
And if this is his passion and he can work and do it, that's amazing. Because so many people get stuck in jobs they don't really love, and at least fund your passion with that if that's what you're doing. But we've got to eat, we've got to have somewhere to live, and all that is available. And him being able to do he's wanted to do this since he was little. So he didn't know how he was going to do it or what it would mean, but it's worked really well, and we're super proud that he's been able to do it.
Yeah, absolutely. Dad's the better gamer, aren't you?
Not really. I used to be, but I play. I don't do competitive much. I'm more of like a PvE player. I like you said, I used to play Smite a little bit when it first came out. I have the God Pack and all of that back in the day. I haven't played Smite in a while, but I don't do like the Apex Legends or any of that much. I've done a little PUBG a couple years ago now, but mostly I do things like BattleTech, which is a simulation of robot combat where you're outnumbered and you've got to defeat the enemy.
Yeah.
I've done that a few times through the career in campaign modes, and I play, of course, WoW for years, although I haven't been subbed now for a few months because they're garbage.
Yeah.
But that's another thing. I do still occasionally play D3 just because I enjoy the seasonal challenges.
Yeah. Oh, I love you too, Ace. Appreciate it. Let's see here. There's one thing I wanted to mention too is he mentioned Apex, but me and my buddy David and my dad all played Apex together when my dad played Apex. I think it was the first time he played. And we were just having rough game after rough game after rough game, like Battle Royales are sometimes. And me and David were like, no, we're not going to stop playing until we get you a win. And we finally, after like, I don't know how many hours it was of just like running our head against the wall, like final circle, us versus another team. There happened to be two people on the other team, so it wasn't too hard, and we did it. and we got my dad a win on Apex. So that was a pretty exciting time for me. I gotta say that was a lot of fun. You said the Kukulkan is posted in art. Let me take a look real quick. If you guys want to look at it. Oh my gosh, it's Vincent as Kukulkan. It's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. God bless them and keep them safe and give them many years to enjoy with each other. Absolutely. Absolutely. Dad trying to save you in some face, Vince. I know he is. He schools you in 1v1s, I bet. Oh yeah. This is fantastic. How fast did you do this, by the way? Vince Kukulkan as requested by Dad. There we go. Thank you so much for that, Tiny Bond. That's wonderful. Let's say.
Super cool. Wow. Yeah, and the only time I ever beat Vincent in anything is the first day he gets the game.
Mm-hmm.
With what is the Mario Kart. the first day he would get the games, I could totally keep up with him. But then the next day he would spend all day long like playing, and I would come home and he would totally just like wipe me out. So if he doesn't know how to play a game, I can hold my own, but that's literally the only time.
What is Dad's favorite god/goddess from Smite?
Hold on. What is my favorite god/goddess?
Yeah. If there's one outside of Smite that's not in the game, but you know from mythology that you can pick from, then go for it. But
let's see. That's a good question.
Do you even play enough to know? Like, do you even play enough to have a favorite?
I don't know. In Smite, the one I thought that it was the funnest to play and kill people with was Cupid. Because I thought it was ridiculous to have a little baby shoot you with an arrow and win.
Yeah.
But
I'm planning on joining the army and being out in the field. My parents are nervous for it. How would your parents feel if you chose the army?
Vincent would never choose the army. We never had to worry about that.
Yeah.
How would we feel if our kid was going into the army? Oh man, you guys, I would be praying like everything that he would not do that. But on the other hand, if that is your passion and that's what you want to do, or that's a means to an end, then do it and do it well. It's going to be hard to convince your mom that that's a good idea, because your mom has spent your whole entire life keeping you alive, keeping you safe, keeping you well fed and warm and taken care of. And now you are going off to do these things that are not safe and warm and comfortable and taken care of. And as a mom, like, our whole goal, like, that's like the whole thing is to get you to adulthood. And so then all of a sudden there's like this hard stop where now you're like off and like doing this thing that is so big and so huge that it's scary for parents to send their kids off to the military. So with that said, give your mom grace for being concerned, give your parents grace from being concerned, and help them help them know that you recognize how hard it is. But at the same time, if that's your goal and if that's what you want to do, and if that's really where your heart lies and that's like your thing, like, just go for it, go after it, and do it well. Do it well. Because doing something well that your parents aren't necessarily on board with, when they see you thriving in it, there's no way they can't support you, even if it makes them sad. So that'd be my advice for you. But talk to them. Let them know you recognize that it's hard for them to see you do this. So Mom and Dad, what's it feel like to adopt 535 people? It feels really good. We love you guys.
And as far as the military goes for me, when I was younger, before we got together, like literally the day before, I was about to go into the military. And if I'd have done that, I would have done it with everything I had. But I had no intention myself, and it's just for me, of being married and being in the military, because I was either going to be married to my service or married to my wife. And at the time, I didn't think she wanted to marry me. So I came that close to going into the Army. So I completely support and have friends that served in the military. And I have mad respect for everyone who protects this country and does their job. It's not an easy one, and I don't think they get enough credit. And I pray for the military quite often, because you're not in control. Remember that when you go in, you are now government property, and whatever happens is what's going to happen, and you will have little to do or say about it. But you want to do your best, and my thoughts and prayers go with anyone who does.
Absolutely. Sleeping Pixel said, "Tell your mom thank you so much," and she made me tear up. So, I think that's a good thing. Ori, stop acting up. My cat's being crazy.
Ori! Here, kitty, kitty.
She just like looked over the monitor when you called her name.
I know she did.
Here, come here, Ori. Come here. Hold on. Come here, kitty. Come here. I know. You okay? Say. You just wanted pets. Has or will Dad play Minecraft?
I would probably be more inclined to play than he would.
I would play Minecraft. I have not done it yet, just because I play so many other things, and I'm
We should do that sometime.
clearly not out of many things to play.
We
Someone else asked my favorite type of game or whatever. To be honest, I grew up playing D&D pen and paper version, and I love anything that's online that's that kind of style. Destiny 2 is sort of that way, but like World of Warcraft or EverQuest before that, or any of those, I like being able to role play
RPG
dungeon
games.
setting.
Yeah.
And especially if they have a dwarf, because I love beards.
So
Dwarf's my favorite race, and I play a dwarf in any game that has one.
well, we have a Minecraft server for our Discord, so if you ever want to play, you guys can hop in and use that. But if you want to work that out, Pope Moisty is probably the best person to talk to. I think he could help you set it up better than I could, realistically. He's who got it set up. So if that's something you guys want to do. Sorry for making this emotional. We're emotional people. It's okay. I say that's our family. I'm coming through your guys' mic a little bit. I don't know if that's something y'all can change or not, but
Coming through our mic?
yeah, I can like hear myself coming through your guys' speaker a little bit. I don't know. Maybe it's just me.
Is it your phone thingy doing it?
Say I don't know. Either way, I might just need to talk more quiet. Let's see here. I know I'm not a top donator or anything, but it truly makes my day seeing how far you've come as a streamer. I remember watching your streams for a long time, and now I'm so happy that I've had the privilege of being along for the ride. Torp, I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you a lot.
I feel you, Torp.
I'll say it's okay. They can hear it now, actually, too. Can you turn me down a little bit?
Then we can't hear you, love. I'll do this differently.
Try it that way.
Is that better?
Hello? That's perfect. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm not coming through at all now. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. It's gone. All right. So, do you like Catal's memes of me?
It's how's memes.
Have you seen them?
Oh, are those the little round ones with the...
No, not the emotes. He sometimes makes pictures of me using God's like card art and stuff like that, and he puts my face on it. Have you seen them?
Yeah, I've seen some of them.
I
Okay.
don't know that I've seen it.
Hold on. If you're looking at my stream, go to Galleria or here, because you guys don't have access to the gallery. It's mod only, but here. We'll say.
If you're looking at a stream, go to the stream.
So we've got like these.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Okay, I didn't know who those
Or, like-
belong to. Those are super cool.
So he's the one who made all the gifts and like my notifications and stuff like that. It's like the money
Nice.
raining with me and glasses on, stuff like that. So I say, just Vince, Persephone.
That eye roll is his mother.
Yep. Me as Danzaburo. Me as Artemis. Me as Nike.
that's
Vince's
so funny.
Hunbats. Say so. When chat makes a Persephone god request.
Oh wow.
That's
Yeah.
really funny.
So
Those are so cool.
yeah, he does a lot of that stuff. Say he does a lot of really good ones.
Yeah. Yep.
Have you seen any good movies lately?
What's the last movie we saw? Christopher Robin.
No, that's not the
No.
last one. That was a while ago.
That was a while ago.
Dr.
The last one we watched was Jungle Cruise.
Jungle Cruise.
And we liked
Okay, if y'all haven't seen it, yes, you need to see it. It's fun. It's a fun flick.
Pay me, Disney. You were saying?
We were supposed to go see the new James Bond, but we
Haven't made it out
yet.
to do that yet.
It's available
Yeah.
for rent now. So if you have a Roku TV, you can rent it.
Okay.
Oh, wow. I guess it's been a long time since we've gone and see a movie, huh?
Mhm.
Okay. Thank you, COVID.
So Chroma asked what the life lesson is you two did you two learn before or after meeting each other? But you guys kind of already answered that a little bit. So what advice would you give for young adults during their 20s?
Advice in your 20s.
Life isn't over yet. Because sometimes in your 20s, you feel like you have to accomplish everything right now. And it's not always that way. I mean,
Or you feel like you screwed something up
and you can't fix it,
and you
or you
can't
can't
fix
change it.
You're 20. It will be fixed in a minute.
You can do a lot of things to change things.
Yeah.
If you've went down a path you don't like, no one can change it but you.
Yeah.
True. And if you're listening to outside sources that are telling you you can't do something, that's not correct. You can do anything you want to do. You just have to find out how to do it.
Yeah.
And don't let anyone put you down or tell you, that you're not good enough, because that's a bunch of hogwash. Everybody, I say this, I probably said it last time, but I'll say it again. Everybody puts their pants on the same way.
Yeah.
You all have to do it one leg at a time, unless you're sitting on the bed and sticking it on that way. But if you're standing up, it's one leg at a time, and everybody has to do that. And when you realize that nobody is better than you and nobody's worse than you, don't get on a high horse either. Just remember that everybody is struggling to just get through day by day. I mean, everybody. I don't care who they are. They're all struggling. I'm a pastor. I help people all the time, and everybody struggles, and we struggle. We have things that happen that make our day rough. Everybody has that. And if everybody just had a little bit more mercy or grace for the other person and what they're going through, and instead of like always focusing on what I need, help somebody else out when you can, that's a huge thing. And believe in yourself, because no one else is going to sometimes. And you need to do that, because you can do great things as a single person. And the other thing I would say about someone in their 20s is finding someone for a relationship and getting married or settling down and all of that. It's like on everybody's mind, or they're like, how do I do it?
Time.
It's not a rush. It's not a race. I mean, we met young and married young and all of that, and it worked, but it doesn't for everyone. I mean, the year we got married in 1990, 10 couples in our little church of about 350 people, 10 different couples got married the same year. We were the first in January. And now I can tell you that even, it's probably 10 years later, 2 of them are left. That's it. That are still married, because they were doing it because they thought it was something they had to do. And that's not what it is. We need to slow down and not be so in a rush to accomplish things.
Take your time. And I always tell people, it's like cake. Don't take your cake out of the oven. It might be hot and gooey and yummy, but it's not the cake you want. So let your cake cook.
For sure. I say. Oh, Maku, have a good night. Love you too. Take care. I say. And good night, Drum to Live. I say. Any advice for new parents going to have my first mid-January? Care Bear asked that.
I totally do. Trust your instinct. If your child is not doing well, find out why. Don't let people gaslight you and tell you, oh, it's fine. No. If your child is not doing fine, get to the bottom of it.
Yeah.
But at the same time, don't panic. Don't panic. You're 14 hours away from the family who would like to be the ones to help you. You know what? And that's going to make it rough. But people like to hold babies. So find a church, get to know people, find a community, find a gardening group, find, some kind of community center, find the mothers of MOPS, mothers of preschoolers, find a MOPS group, get to know people, get to know your neighbors, find the old couple on your street that doesn't have family around them. Get to know them now. Take them food, take them dinner. They're probably struggling to feed themselves dinner every single night, like we all do. Get to know them, because they will grow up being your kids' grandparents. They will help you out when you need, a sanity check because you're about to, jump off a cliff because your baby's going to crying for 2 days and you can't figure out why. They will have a lot of good advice. So get to know the people around you. Make friends with your neighbors now while you're pregnant before the baby comes, so that when the baby comes, you know the weirdos to stay away from, and you know the ones that you want to have an influence in your children's lives. Like, get to know the people around you. Look for them. I know my area had both a mothers and fathers support group and all kinds of support for first-time parents. The hospital may have info on them. The pediatrician might, and the OBGYN might. That's good advice. But get to know your neighbors, guys. Even when you're young, like, if you will take the time to the old couple on your block to just go hang out with them, they are probably, especially after COVID, they are probably very lonely. And, we've found so many times that they just want someone to come hang out with them, and even if you just go spend 5 minutes hanging out on the porch, talking to them for a minute. But get to know your neighbors, get to know the people around you, because you'll be surprised how much new parent advice they have. They've raised their kids all the way from the beginning to the end. And so get to know them.
Yep.
What happened to our, oh, there we are.
Okay.
There we are.
Okay.
So,
okay.
Yeah, that's my advice. Get to know your neighbors.
Lomeki said, Vince, I love your parents.
Aw, we love you.
If you could have one superpower, what would you choose?
Not flying.
Flying.
I don't want to fly.
So what would you choose, though? Not what would you not choose. What would you want to choose?
What would I choose?
I would want to fly, but it would have to be fast flight. I don't want to float. I want to fly.
Mm-hmm.
Superpower. No. I would love to be perfect, honestly. I don't need a superpower. I just want to be perfect. I don't want to screw up anymore. I don't want to step on somebody's toes anymore. I don't want to do the wrong thing anymore. I always want to be like the kindest, best version of myself I can be. And I screw up and I get awkward and I get weird and I step on people's toes and it's awful. So I would love to not ever do that again. So there you go.
An admirable
Mary
goal.
Poppins. Mary Poppins, awesome.
Yeah.
Don't diss on Mary Poppins,
She was
Mrs.
saying
Lynette.
that is
Yep.
practically perfect in every way.
In every way.
Yep.
Yeah.
How does it make you feel knowing Vince has touched so many people's hearts and had such a positive impact on people's lives?
Man. You guys have no idea when you raise your kids and they turn out well. You're just like, yes, I didn't screw them up. It's the best. It's literally the best. And it makes us so glad, because that's our goal in the world, is to have a positive impact on people around us, to show people that not everybody has to be like mean and nasty and drama and jerks. And no, be better than that. And so it's so cool to see that your kids have learned to do that. Like, it's amazing. It's amazing.
The most important thing on this planet is people.
Yeah. Yeah.
And if what you're doing is not helping people, if you're not trying to help others, you're missing the point of why you're here.
Yeah.
We're all here to lift up and help each other out and do things for a purpose. And I'm super proud that this is what Vincent is doing.
Yeah.
And that your whole community, when he's even not on there, you guys are still doing it when he's not there. And that's what it needs to be. We need more of that, not the junk the world's putting out right now, where it's like it's all about yourself. That's not the case. It's all about helping others.
Look out for each other. Katao, I think your mom would be proud of you. I do. I think she would. Just saying. Yeah, we do. We have to make the best of it. Okay.
What
What's
were
next?
what were your first thoughts about Erica? Did you like her when you first met her, or did it take some time?
Erica had on a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle dress the first time we met her. Yeah, we totally liked her. She's awesome.
Let's see.
And she actually told Vincent that if him and Erica didn't work out, that Erica and her would still be friends, and he'd just have to be okay with that.
Me and Erica are always going to be a thing, whether Vincent and Erica were ever a thing or not.
Before they were married,
yeah.
she told him that. Yeah.
And she told him, don't even propose to me until I'm in my senior year of college, because she wanted to make sure that she accomplished what she wanted to do before she got distracted. So, yes, we love Erica.
So, Paul Wasty said, it's awesome that you're a pastor. I was an ordained minister after my confirmation. Are you guys non-denominational Christians, or do you belong to a specific church? He's Roman Catholic.
We are pastors in the Church of God of Cleveland, Tennessee currently. We grew up Assemblies of God, which is just plain Jane Christian. Yeah. But the thing you have to remember is be like Jesus. Don't be like other Christians. Christians today are not always like Jesus. So be like Jesus. Don't be like other Christians. Yeah. If you're not sure what that means, open your Bible. Read the New Testament. The first 4 books are about Jesus' life. Yeah. Be like Jesus. Don't be like other Christians, because people are flawed. Go back to my I want to be perfect thing. Yeah. People are flawed. We're going to screw up. We may even lead people wrong sometimes. Like, we're not always going to have all the answers. Not that we're intentionally leading people wrong, but we're not always going to have the answers, which totally sucks, by the way. But be like Jesus. Don't be like other Christians. Yeah. There's a lot of Christians out there that, I mean, I could give you a list of names of large churches where the pastor is taking advantage of his situation, and it's literally awful to watch. So don't be like other Christians, be like Jesus.
Let's say, as in show love and forgive and change people in that way. Jesus hung out with tax collectors, sinners, because you change people not by preaching at them, but by helping them. Yeah.
Do life with people. When you do life with people and you show them that you care, they're going to ask you, why do you care? Yeah. I care because Jesus cares about me. Yeah. Well, that's not the whole reason I care, but like, that's a big foundational thing for me. Yeah. Like, everything Jesus said, love each other. Okay. Yeah, we totally need to do that. Be kind to each other. Be patient with each other. That stuff comes from Jesus. Yeah. You know, and so yeah.
What color are Vince's eyes? I'll say, oh, do you need to look at them? I'll say,
they're the same color as mine. Oh, okay. They're hazel. But they're kind of more blue. Oh, sorry. They're kind of more blue hazel than green or brown hazel.
Okay. So there you go. That's the eye color. I'll say, I don't think we have any more questions from the Discord, I believe. I'll say, does anyone else have any other questions for my parents before we kind of round it out? Or is there anything that you guys want to say before you guys go?
I'm going to tell one more story about you.
Oh, gosh. All right.
Story time.
Just because, everybody wants to hear a story every once in a while. So when Vincent was young, I think like 5 or 6, he came into the bedroom and I was already in bed with Mom, and he looked at Khalees and he said,
yes, Torpy Torp.
When is Daddy going to sleep in my bed and I get to sleep in here with Mommy? To which we had to tell him never. Yep. But it was pretty funny.
How old was I? Mind you, let's say
5 or 6.
5 or 6, yeah. Okay, yeah.
You
Say,
had no idea all of the stuff that we all know now.
yeah, exactly. Brando, thank you for the follow as well. Appreciate you being here. But
He was 17.
He was 17. No, he wasn't.
no, not 17. No chance. I
Oh,
didn't.
Susie Cupid.
I didn't grow up with parents, so this made me extremely emotional in a good way. I'm kind of healing to hear them speak with so much love and care for you and people in general. Well, Susie, honestly, like, realistically, like, all of the love that I learned to have from people, I learned from my parents. It's they taught me how to do it. They led by example, and it was like easy for me to kind of follow their lead in that way. And
Yeah.
I'm like coming through your guys' mic again. You didn't turn me back up, did you?
No.
No, we can't
Okay,
hear
it's
you.
weird.
I'm having trouble
Okay.
hearing you.
Okay, I'm
Actually.
sorry, but like that's you know that's just it's just who they are. Honestly, they're really really good people. I tell people all the time they're the two best people I know, because they are honestly. You look just like your dad. I know. Yeah.
Yeah.
If I had hair,
Yeah.
I'd look like my mom. I promise. Like I look a lot like both of them, honestly. Uh,
Yeah.
um,
The thing you have. Oh, sorry.
go ahead. No, go ahead. You good?
One thing you have to remember, Susie Cupid, is that just because you didn't have. Can you go back? Yeah. I know it's hard not growing up with parents. It's incredibly hard. But the thing you have to remember is when you have kids, you have the opportunity to do it differently. You have the opportunity to love them unconditionally. You have the opportunity to be a good influence on them. So do that. You don't have to, y'all that had awful parents, you don't have to walk that same road. Find a way not to. Go to counseling, go to therapy, read more. Find a way to break those cycles.
Mm-hmm.
And it's so easy to just get caught in that same loop. Find a way out of the loop, because Vincent is a perfect example of, I mean, obviously, well, we had great parents too, but Vincent's a really good example of how our influence made such a difference in him. You guys have that power to influence other people in exactly the same way.
Absolutely. Nami XO, thank you so much for the prime as well. I appreciate you a lot. I hope you're having a wonderful day today.
Mommy.
Let's see here. Makes me happy to see Vince, father. I grew up with a single mother and grew up with an abusive stepfather as a kid. So seeing a father and son bond makes me so happy and so enjoyed because it's something I never had in my life. Feel that. Say.
Yeah. But again, you can have that with your kids. Don't think that you can't have it with your kids just because you didn't have it with your parents.
Yeah, absolutely. Did chat have any other questions or anything like that? I want to make sure I, give you guys a chance to ask anything that you want to ask or hear anything you want to hear, say something you want to say. Do I have your parents' permission to use this for a YouTube video?
Yes.
Say.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Ow.
So, well, we've been putting out a lot of the YouTube content now, thanks to Katao. He's been doing all the editing and uploading and stuff like that. So,
Good Tao.
yeah. So big salute for Katao for sure, of course, because he's awesome. I'll say you guys are amazing. Yeah, these are my. I don't know how long you've been watching Nami, or if you came from Smite, or if you just found us from just chatting. But I'm in the middle of a subathon right now. We've been live for 76 and a half hours almost. And one of the goals was that I video chat with my parents. So this is my mom and dad. They're coming to chat every now and then. They've got their own emote, all that stuff. So if you're not familiar with us, this is us. So
Right.
say
For better or for worse, this is all just us.
yeah. Let's see here. Did you guys have anything else that you wanted to say? I know you told the story, but was there anything else you wanted to say before
Somebody
you sign
said
off?
they had a question.
Typing, so we'll.
Okay.
He has one last question, so we're gonna wait for the last question. But
We love you guys too.
no, we love being in the chat with you guys. The fact that you guys are like, oh yeah, come in, and you like seeing us. Wow, I
know I don't type very much. I watch a lot, but I don't type very much. So
he's totally the lurker.
Mm-hmm.
That's totally the lurker. But yeah, thanks for Thanks for letting us be in there with you and not thinking it's weird that his parents are in there with you. Okay.
sure.
Any advice for young adults with no clear direction in life as far as career or passion? How do you find a purpose, if that makes sense? Oh, that totally makes sense. Hi, Mosa, mommy.
Okay, so first of all, if you don't know what you want to do for your career or for a passion, the best thing you can do where you're at right now is to do the best you can in what you're doing. Whatever that is, if you're working or not working, if you don't work, find something else to do where you can help others. There's lots of things where you could volunteer, all kinds of things. These things are good because they'll teach you life things that you need when you get into things. And don't be afraid to fail. Too many times people won't go into something because they're worried they're going to bomb. And I'm here to tell you, everybody bombs.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's what you learn from it. You take it in, you think about it, you go, okay, I did this wrong. Next time, I'm not going to do that. And even if you go on the next time and you do something else wrong, okay, I'm not going to do that. You just keep getting back on the horse, as they used to say. Don't quit trying. And as you said, you don't have direction or you're unsure about what to do. Um, really, that's a thing that we have to find inside of each one of ourselves. What it is that we really want to do. I mean, I wanted to be a pastor when I was young, but I didn't get to do it until as a full-time job, like I do now, until I was 44. So there was a long time where I was like, I don't feel like I'm there. I never made it, I thought, for all those years. So don't worry if you don't make it right when you think you should. For years, all I did was I worked a job to take care of my family and I pastored on the side because there was no paid position for it. I did junior high ministry for 25 or 30 years. It was a long time, and worked with kids. And nothing, in my opinion, is as hard as those years when you're changing from being an elementary kid into an adult kind of thing, coming into adulthood. It really messes with everybody. And by doing that, it taught me to be prepared for. Now I work with adults, and really you find out that adults are the same way as the kids were. We're all still trying to figure this game of life out, and how does it work. And then the thing to do if you don't know what to do is find something to do, because sitting stagnant is awful and will cause you to get depressed and worried and everything else. But if you can find something to just give yourself to, even if it's not what you ultimately want to do, until you can do that or figure that out, it will be good for you because it keeps you active and it grows your brain.
Yeah. That's a really good point, because we worked just regular jobs for literally. I was an executive secretary for years and years and years.
Mhm.
And people are like, why did you not ever go to school? Why do you? And I'm like, look, I've got 2 kids at home. Literally the only reason I'm working is to put food on the table and a roof over our heads.
Mhm.
And when I did it, I wanted to work for the highest paying person in the company because I knew I would be paid well. And if I'm going to spend my time away from my kids, it's going to be worth it. So be really good at what you do and get paid for it. Get paid really well for it. If it's not your passion, if it's your passion, then do whatever you have to do to make it work and fund it somewhere else. If you have to work at McDonald's to fund your passion, do it. But like he said, try different things. If you don't know what it is, like, try different things. Go work at the old folks home. Volunteer for after school care. Babysit people's kids. Go do an internship on the docks where you're, schlepping boats and stuff like that, or I don't know, do whatever you have to do and talk to people. The old guy in the room that has a company, get to know him. Find out what he does, pick his brain. The young mom, like, get to know her, pick her brain. Different people, just as you talk to people and find out what they like to do, you're going to see things that you're like, oh, kind of intriguing. Go and check it out. And if you come up and you're like, oh, that is so not a thing, then find something else. You guys are young enough right now that it's good to just try things because you never know what's going to stick. And even if you're not young, literally, my mom went back to school when she was 58 and got her teaching credential when she was 62, and then went on to get her master's degree in her mid 60s. You're never too old to change what you're doing.
Yep.
If you are stuck in something that you hate, either understand that you're doing it for the dollars so that you can do something else that you love, or go back to school, find a way to get new training and do something else that you love. Don't ever think that you have to be stuck in something that you hate, because you just don't. There's so many options. So many options. And travel. Save your pennies and travel.
Mm-hmm.
That's my, yeah. Yes, my mom actually now is actually teaching kids with dyslexia how to read. And I'm going to rat my mom out. She's turning 82 this year, and she's still tutoring kids and teaching kids with dyslexia how to read.
Yep.
So you're never too old. But get out of your houses, guys. Don't stay on your computer all day long. Get out of your house. COVID has made us hermits, and we need each other.
Yeah.
We need each other. So
Well, within reason and
force
safely.
yourself out no matter how uncomfortable you are. Smite is not life. Yes, Vincent stays on his computer. I drag him out as often as I can, kicking and screaming sometimes.
Fair discrepancy. Get out of your houses safely and with courtesy for others. That's
True.
big.
Yes.
Big important.
Be considerate of others. Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
If you need to wear a mask, wear a mask. If you need a social distance, don't like poo-poo those things.
Yeah.
If it makes somebody else comfortable, look, I totally shook my finger. Sorry, guys.
It's okay.
If it makes somebody else more comfortable to be around you because you have a mask on or because you're social distancing, do that. Be kind and be considerate of other people. Yeah. Yes. Do that.
Also, let's see here. Let's see here. My heart fills with so much joy and happiness right now. Thank you so much. Love you all. Love you too, Behi, for sure. Thank you so much for the kind words as well. Torp said, thank you so much. Love you both. Thank you so much for the wisdom. Let's see here. My mom's a first grade teacher. She started teaching at 50. She's going to be 65 next week. Let's go. That's awesome.
Go, Mom.
That's
awesome. I love it.
All right. I think that is the end of the questions for the Discord. Chat, did you guys have anything else that you want to tell them before they head out of here?
Someone asked about cooking.
Oh, wait, where was that? Someone said you both look like you're good cooks. I missed that one.
Like we cook a lot or something.
Yeah.
We like cooking.
We like to eat.
So I was just gonna say, I do most of the cooking, and I did because when we first got married, her job, she didn't get off till 6 o'clock, and I got off at 4:30. And if I would have come home and been like, "Oh, wait for her to come home and make dinner," we'd have eaten probably like 8.
I think the first 3 days he waited for me, and then he was like, "Okay, we got to
figure this out." Yeah. So I learned how to cook, and I didn't use recipes, but I learned how to cook. Yeah. And
he's a very good cook, as you can tell.
And
I bake. I like to bake.
She bakes. I don't bake as much, but I cook. I do everything. So.
Miko said, "We love you." I think that's the last.
We love you, Miko.
Did Chad have anything else they wanted to add in before we get my parents' final words and all that stuff? Let's say.
Oh, you like my glasses? Do you like my glasses? They're purple. Aren't they cute? They're purple. I literally just realized last year that I needed glasses and couldn't see. So there you go. I have glasses. I haven't even figured out. I don't know. I haven't even figured them out that yet. You guys that have worn glasses your whole life and you're like, oh yeah, it's this, that, and the other. No, I literally have like 2 pairs of computer glasses, like reading glasses all over the house, and distance glasses. I don't know how y'all do it. It's ridiculous.
Dark Guy said, I love you all. I'm so glad I found Vince a few months ago on a Monday on Smite game. Decided to hop in with him. Thank you so much.
Found him.
I say. Eriko said, beautiful messages just came on. Your glasses are very cute. This really made my night. Thank you. So Nami said thank you. Torp said, best subathon perk ever. Not gonna lie, such a blessing. My sister said, Mom, you're always cute. Yep. My mom, Trulia, my sister, said, you're always cute, Mom.
Oh, thanks, girl.
Say, I found Vince through YouTube. That's still crazy to me. I'm so excited. It's
you
working.
Go. Yeah, YouTube.
Yeah, it's working.
That's awesome.
Say. So, did you guys have anything else you wanted to throw out there? I know you shared the story already, but did you want to say anything before you guys sign off? I don't want to keep you up all night. I know Mom's usually in bed already, but
yeah, I was worried because when your game went so long, she kept like, and I'm like, wait, it's almost over. It's almost over.
I was falling asleep too.
Don't worry. All you had to do was kill the Titan, and it would be over.
It was not true that it was almost over. That was a bold-faced lie. He was just trying to keep me awake.
That was one of the longest games I've played in such a long time.
Of course it was, because your mama was waiting.
Exactly. Yep. So
we very much are thankful for this community.
Yeah.
How you guys treat Vincent, how Vincent treats you guys, how you guys treat each other. It's in the world we live in today, we need positive. And I feel that this is one of the most positive things that I've seen anywhere. And you know what else I really like? That you guys feel it's a safe environment to be honest about what's going on. And when someone comes in and says something, the response is not you don't bash the person. You're like, oh, that sucks. I'm so sorry. Wish there was something we could do to make it better. We'll encourage. You're encouraging. You're uplifting. Yeah. It's awesome. Don't stop doing it.
Oh, hi, Black and Gold. These are my parents.
I was gonna say that guy's name was Black and Gold. Go Steelers.
Yeah, I say I'm not sure if it's because of Pittsburgh, but still, yeah.
Gotta be. There's no other reason for it to be Black and Gold.
I say they might just like him. I don't know. Either way, I might be emotional because
of course.
Oh man, I might be emotional because of the baby, but the fact that your parents are so wholesome and lovely, I'm crying. Oh, hopefully only happy tears. Hopefully only happy. You know. I say Boston Bruins. That's why Boston Bruins.
I don't believe you.
we are Steeler fans for life.
Yep.
Whether they win or lose, I don't switch teams. The only people I don't care for much is the ones who are wearing the shirt of the winning team every year because they don't have a team. Really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't dislike them. I just wish they'd pick something.
Yep.
Yeah.
So did you have anything else you wanted to add, Mom, before you guys sign off? Yeah, Keyland. These are my parents. Yeah, we've been video chatting with them. We're gonna upload it to YouTube as well for anybody who missed it. So.
Hawks. Who are the Hawks? I don't even know.
Seahawks.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. No worries. I say. So did you have anything else you want to say before you sign off, Mom?
Just be good to each other. Be good to each other. Yeah. And hey, you know what? If you guys ever need to talk and like need mom advice, I know Miko posted an event the other day and I responded like don't hesitate to reach out. Because don't hesitate. Because we really like this community and it's super cool that we get to be a part of it. So we're kind of here for you.
Yeah. All right. So for anybody who wants to know, they're in the Discord. If you're looking for their info, at Coley's is my mom. That's her little Discord thing right here, a little yellow tag. And then, all right, is my dad into the Discord? Let's say.
I'm not in Discord right now.
Okay, my dad's not in my Discord. No, okay.
Because we're just on her laptop. Yeah.
Okay. But I don't know what your username is. I don't know if you're in my Discord or not. But you can ping my mom, and she'll always be there either way. So.
Yeah.
She extended the offer to you guys if you ever need some, parent talk or advice or anything like that. They really do love you guys. They know I love you guys, and I appreciate everything that you guys do and how good you treat each other, how good you treat me. Believe me, getting to come out here and do this for you guys all the time is the coolest thing ever. Honestly, it makes me so happy. And but believe me, like getting to go talk to my mom and dad the other day and hear them tell me about how proud they are of what we're doing and everything like that. Like, it's just, oh man, it feels good to know that they're proud of me because of how much I look up to them, and you guys make all this possible. So, mom, dad, I love you guys to death. I hope you know that. Thank you guys for being willing to come on and do this and for being so supportive all the time and being so friendly to everybody and loving everybody and stuff like that. And, thank you guys. If you guys want to do this again at some point, just let me know. We'll be sure to schedule something like this if people want more of these in the future. But
yeah,
I downloaded Smite.
Oh, you downloaded Smite?
I downloaded Smite. I haven't played it yet since I downloaded it.
Okay.
But if you ever want to lose a game, you know who to invite. This guy right here.
Oh man, there we go. All right, so my dad has Smite, so we might play some Smite with my dad at some point. I say, Miko would love to play with you. I know Miko's learning too, but yeah.
And
So
if
maybe
you really like, I could have totally taken care of this game for you tonight, like quickly.
Man.
I would have hooked you up. I would have worked that out for you, Vincent.
Mhm.
True. We can lose together. Yes. You and me, girl.
What we might do is have my dad come over and play on my machine for a day, and just have him sit here and play with you guys if you want to do that.
Okay.
Maybe not Conquest, but he can do some Assault and Joust and stuff like that, while he gets the hang of it again. So if that's something that you guys would like, that might be something that we do if he's willing to do it. So
we always want to come over and play games.
Yeah.
Heck yes. All right. Awesome. Arena with the pops. Yeah, exactly. That's what we're talking about. We got a team. All right. Sounds good.
Team.
And I'm all about gaming together. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Even if we're losing, we lose together and have fun doing it.
Chroma, don't 1v1
games, board games, all of it.
We do like to game.
Chroma, don't 1v1 my dad. That's not fair. You play too much. He's new. Don't do that, Chroma. Come on now. Let's play Assault and Arena. There we go. Let's say.
I'll play Chroma as long as he promises not to use his hands.
Perfect. Okay. Chroma, you are permitted to use exclusively your chin to push the buttons. That's it.
He'll probably still beat me, but
yeah. All right. Well, guys, I love you so much. Thanks for doing this again. I'm gonna get back to it, but I hope you guys have a good night and
love
mom,
you
you
guys.
get some good
Thanks
sleep.
for having us on.
Love you, buddy, so much.
Love you too.
Love you, True.
Love
you, Erica.
Have a good night.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
I have no idea how to shut this off.
The disconnect button, the red phone. You guys are doing so good.
The red phone.
The
red phone.
You got to click on the screen that has our call. There it is. They got it. They figured it out.